Hey y'all, welcome to the Real P Bitch Hot Seat, and it is me, your one and only host, Leah. Period, the baddest bitch. There'll never be another. So, on this episode, as I mentioned previously in the other episode in the last episode that I was just gonna be, diving deeper into the whole mental health topic and bringing more awareness and just overall speaking on, my own personal experiences and journey with, mental health and growth and all that good stuff. So I want to take a moment to, use this episode to shed light on things that I struggle with or used to struggle with and still kind of working through as I'm doing this whole podcast. So I would say one of the biggest things that I've been working to cancel out in my life is just my lack of trust within myself, because I would say one of the big things that I would say that we need in life as human beings is trust. If you don't have trust, you don't have nothing. And I'm not even just saying trust amongst others, because that's a whole different topic, but trust amongst yourself. I say my trust within myself was broken when, I had I was so certain of, the people that was around me, and then they had betrayed me. And so not only did they break my trust with them, but it made me question myself. That was my judgment that allowed these people around me. That was my judgment, that welcomed them into my life. So with them doing X, Y, and Z and hurting me the way that they hurt me, it's just damn. And I allowed that. And it's just but at the same time, you have to learn to extend yourself grace and show yourself forgiveness. But that broken trust within myself, kind of just fucked me up for a while. I didn't like meeting new people. I didn't like going out socializing. I would come off, very hostile with new people. And I didn't mean to come off that way, but it was just that lack of trust within myself. Yeah, there's people smiling right now and it seems like it's okay, but is it okay? Can I trust them? Do you think these people really are who they say they are? It was just always that second guessing for me that just held me back in so many ways. And there's so many people, great people that I met, during the whole pandemic area. During the whole pandemic era, I would say between just the year 2020 and 2021, so many great people that I met that I, failed to really establish a good relationship with simply because of previous relationships and the damage that they had caused me. So it was just yeah, you guys are some great people, but right now I can't allow you in my circle. Right now I'm isolating. I'm in straight survivor mode, survivor mentality. And I got to do what's best for me. And what's best for me right now, I feel only person that I really can trust is God. Everybody else, even myself, is really obsolete right now. I don't know what the hell's going on, but mentally, I'm not all the way there. And my heart is, is torn. So, anybody that I met during that time period, I just want to let you know it was never a you thing. It was definitely something going on with me. I had stuff going on, and I just, I had to do what was best for me, and what was best for me in that time was to isolate. I did still manage to have a few friendships, but I would say that even the friendships that I had during that time period, I don't have them now. So it's just I I can't say too much. I appreciate the friendships that I did have during that time, but where I'm at now, like I'm seeing, like I was friends with them because they were familiar to me. They weren't necessarily the best for me, you know what I'm saying, long term wise. But I definitely appreciate them and love them for the role that they played in my life during that time when I was at I would say, my most vulnerable. Another thing that I noticed I was doing was people pleasing. Like, I had gotten to a point where I was moving out of compassion, but at the same time, I wasn't moving out of compassion for myself. It was more of a sort of compassion for others. So it's just like, if I'm doing all this at the extent of my own damn well-being, like, I can't be doing this. And so, and it was a hard habit to break because you don't want to seem like, well, you just don't want to seem like a bad person. But at the same time, though, you really have to learn how to be a little bit selfish with your own energy, your own time, your own money, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you know what I'm saying, folks will suck you dry, literally. And that's something that I had to learn. And to just really let things go that really don't have my best interests long term. And it's not nothing that other people should take personally, you know. But I just feel like, why in the hell would you look at me as a bad person when I'm no longer, you know what I'm saying, doing for you because I'm doing for myself? If anything, a person that loves you is not going to want you to overextend yourself, you know what I'm saying, at the extent of your own damn well-being. Like, they gonna tell you, like, nah, like, I'm straight, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying, don't even worry about it. And what I realized is that there was never an issue with me being a giver, but it was more so the issue of who I was giving to. Like, I can't be pouring into somebody that's not gonna pour back into me. And now I'm at a place where, you know, only person I'm pouring into right now is myself. And, you know, my family, the ones that pour it into me. So it's just like, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, me or my family, like, I don't have nothing for you. Well, I would say I do have some friends that I consider like family, so I'm not gonna say that. So when I say family, just know I'm speaking my folks, like the folks that I fucks with for real, like real heavy, real strong. I also like to point out, like, how I was literally experiencing PTSD from my damn past friendships and relationships. Like, I couldn't bear the word best friend for a long time. Like, anybody that called me their best friend, like, I look at them like they was fucking stupid. Like, bitch, do you think I'm dumb? Because it was just like the fact that somebody that called themselves my best friend had betrayed me. It was just to the point where it's just like, I don't even like that word. Do not call me that. Like, I don't give a fuck how close we is, how cool we is. I don't give a fuck if we been from the cradle to the fucking grave. Bitch, don't call me that, hoe, because I'm gonna feel like you on some fuck shit just off, you know what I'm saying, that one bad relationship and friendship. And it's not that. I've had plenty of best friends, well, so-called best friends, and it just didn't end up, you know what I'm saying, right. So personally, I have just learned to be my own best friend. Now, my homegirl Rihanna, that is my best friend. I would say that, like, since day one, we've been locked in. She always encouraging me. She always telling me, you know what I'm saying, to go for what needs to be, you know what I'm saying, achieved in my life. And she knows that I'm got the capability and capacity to do it. So I just, you know what I'm saying, I fuck with my homegirl Rihanna. And then it's the fact that we both have singer names and we got the same zodiac sign. So it's just like Aaliyah, Rihanna. Like, who'da knew? And of course, like, my 4L that I mentioned, like, that's my dog, 4L. Like, I had to cut so many so-called friends off this year. And I ain't even gonna say it's sad. It's not sad. I'm actually glad because it's what's best for me. And I don't regret nothing that in the end is going to ultimately be what is absolutely the best for me. Like, I can't do the breadcrumbs. I don't want nobody that's just around me because they secretly have something else, you know what I'm saying, that they want from me. Like, no, what the fuck? Like, please. I feel like I just require a certain level of genuineness that a lot of people don't have. It's always some type of ulterior. I ain't gonna say always, because like you can't really, I don't want to speak that over my life, but it tends to be an ulterior motive with most people that I'm seeing. That's why a lot of people got cut off, because it's just like, why are you really around me? You know what I'm saying? If I can't put my finger on why you really around me, or like the relationship is up and down, one minute you here, one minute you not, you want to be in my business, little shit like that, I just be like, no, you gotta go. Because what Aaliyah not gonna do is tell you my business, and you taking my business and using it as your little tea and gossip, or you just waiting around to be, you know what I'm saying, to be get in my drawers or something. Like, it's just like, that shit is too draining, and I'm not finna deal with none of it. Which reminds me of this TikTok that I was watching on repeat, that then you're through. Because like, I just feel like y'all got one more time and you're through, and I don't care about none of it, nigga. I'm a real nigga, boy. I'm a street nigga, boy. I swear that sound little rent free in my head, like, cause I felt him for real. Cause like, folks really be playing, and that's one thing that I have learned. Like, when you say something, you gotta mean what you say and say what the fuck you mean. And that's one thing that my great granny, she taught me early. Like, when I say my very first childhood memory, I was still literally running around in Pampers at my great grandma's house in Belvedere. Was running around her house, had ended up hitting my head, like my eyebrow, on the corner of the couch. She put a Band-Aid on it. I want to say, I ain't gonna tell y'all the time, because like, my perception of time really was neither here nor there at that age. But all I know is time had went by, and we was in the kitchen, me and my little brother and my great grandma. She told me that if I kept touching that Band-Aid, she was gonna snatch it off. Me being me, I'm thinking, like, she's not really gonna snatch this Band-Aid off. Like, I hurt myself. Why would she snatch this Band-Aid off? I kept touching it, and she snatched it off. And I'm gonna tell you how bold I was, because I always been a bad girl. That's what my great granddad used to call me, bad girl. I looked at my great grandma dead in her face, and was touching it. And she snatched that shit right on off. And so that let me know, like, she meant what the fuck she said, and she said what the fuck she meant. And so, like, now, in this day and age, like, you really gotta be, you know what I'm saying, you gotta stand on your word and stand on business, because folks be like, you tell folks you gonna cut them off, and they just think like, oh, you just talking. Like, nah, you gotta show their ass better than you can fucking tell them, and go on, get their ass gone. Whether that mean blocking them, breaking contact, adding them, whatever the case may be. They might see it as a sign of, oh, she doing too much X, Y, and Z. But I don't give a fuck if I'm doing the fucking most. I bet I do the most before I put up with your bullshit, though. And if I gotta show my whole ass behind it, I will. Because it just seems like that people don't really understand till you know what I'm saying, till you stand on that business with them. And personally, I reached a point where I don't give a fuck how anybody else feel about the decisions that I make on my behalf and for my personal well-being. Because that shit ain't got shit to do with you. It has everything to do with me. Just like your actions ain't got shit to do with me. It has everything to do with you. So it's just like, I'm not finna concern myself with how the fuck you feel about the decision that I made on my behalf, you know what I'm saying, to better my life. Like, that's a you problem. I don't even really understand why you feel some type of way about some shit that I did for me. Like, then let's start there. Let's start there for real. Because why the fuck do you have any, you know what I'm saying, opinion about what the fuck I'm doing for me to better myself? You, quite frankly, can get your ass whooped, you know what I'm saying, if it come down to it. Because, bitch, I'm gonna fight for me every time. I don't give a fuck who you is. Mama, daddy, sister, cousin, whoever. Like, when it come to me and my parents, like, I'm standing on hold so firm, I will not let nobody, you know what I'm saying, allow me to detach from myself again. Because I feel like that's something that, you know, it took some time, like, to get back to a point where I was trusting myself. Like, even then, like, I still have some times where I'm a little flaky and I'm just like, I don't know, I touch my own damn judgment. But one thing I will say, I won't allow the next motherfucker to try to tell me when I know some shit, like, it's best for me. Like, when I know, and I'm not gonna allow nobody else to interfere with it. And I don't give a fuck who think I'm crazy, and I don't give a fuck, what type of picture folks try to paint of me, because if it's of me, it's gonna be a masterpiece to begin with, because that's what I am, and that's who I'm is. So I just feel like, and I love that for me. I love that I have come to that point in my life where, it's me against the world. And I ain't gonna say it's me against the world, but if it came down to it, bitch, I'm rock the fuck out against the world. And I feel like that's how everybody should, everybody should be. Because when you walk in your truth and you living in your truth, they say, you attract the people that are meant to be in your life. And right now, I would say the people that are in my life, I love them. And I feel like they are there. But I know it's some more people. I got way more people than what I'm seeing in my life currently. And I feel like the more I do this podcast, the more they gonna start gravitating, and catching the vibes. And we're gonna be linking and locking in and collaborating real soon. So I'm speaking that into existence, because I know, like, the people that's for me is gonna be there. They gonna show up when the time is right. And I want y'all to know that, like, cause just cut them folks the hell off. Like, they gotta go. Like, you gotta start thinking in terms of long term. Do you see yourself with this person? Or do you see yourself still dealing with this person tomorrow? I be thinking so damn deep. Like, it was some people that I had in my life. It was just like, I really don't see myself wanting to deal with you, within the next 5 fucking minutes. Like, it was really nothing there. Like, I really could care less of, none of it. I don't care about none of it, because I don't need none of it. I'm very, self-sufficient, self-validating. Like, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I validate myself. So I don't need no yes man, no, it's good to have that outside support, but in overall, like, it starts with self. Like, it starts with the man in the mirror. You want to change, you got to change the person in the mirror. So I just feel like you got to do whatever the fuck you need to do for you, period. And I know I say that a lot, but, like, it's true. Like, that's what we need to start doing as a society. We need to start doing what is best for us. Do no harm, take no shit. That's the life mantra, As long as what you're doing is not, no fucked up ass shit, and you just, just trying to live and breathe and do what's best for you, that's good. Like, everything else, it really shouldn't matter to you. I get everybody has things that they're passionate about, but don't be so passionate about your family to the point where you're trying to live to please your family. And don't be so passionate about your career that you damn exhausted and stressed the fuck out behind your career. Like, take some time for you. Because if you don't pour into you, you're not going to be able to operate on a successful level. Like, you just not. You'll be burnt out doing half-ass work. It's just not going to be 100% the way you want it to be. Now, if you a workaholic and that's just the way you live, and then by all means do you. But Aaliyah personally, she likes her rest. She likes her self-care. I like to sit my ass down, and just daydream sometimes and journal. Watch YouTube videos. Like, I just like to do shit for me. And I love that for me. Because it's necessary. It's needed. As a matter of fact, it's essential to me being who I am. Something that I seen on TikTok last night. This man, he said, what is your immutable trait? And he said his is curiosity. And I found that interesting and intriguing. I think I would like to say mine would be curiosity as well, but at the same time, I feel that my immutable trait, if I had to give it anything, would be my sense of humor. I just feel like my sense of humor it's a little, I have a dark sense of humor. I find some of the littlest shit funny as hell. Like, it don't even be nothing funny about it. It be simple shit, like the way somebody said something, or simply the fact. I remember it was this one time, y'all, like, I was crying laughing, like super tickled, because I had Uno and I was finna win, and like, I don't know, everybody else just had a bunch of cards, and in that moment, it was like, in that moment, I just knew I was finna win the game. So when I called Uno, it was just like, I just went to cackling. I couldn't stop cackling, because I think it was like the fact that I had made the next person pull four before I had said Uno. And I feel like that was the kicker for me. Not only do I have Uno, but your ass finna draw four. And then once it gets back to me, I'm out the game, and I'm already knowing this. So I just feel like it just be some of the littlest, stupidest, childlike things that just have me so motherfucking tickled. Or I just be in my head thinking of shit and I just bust out laughing. Or I often find myself thinking about something that I done and I just start smiling and shaking my head, because it's just like, why in the fuck would I do some shit like that? But it's just be like, I wouldn't change a thing about it, because, and I'd be glad that I did those things, simply because I can sit and think in my moments of nothingness and just shake my head. Like, it be yelling, it's talking to God, like, God, why would I do that? Why did I do that? And you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, in that moment when I think back to when I did what I did, that's making me shake my head and smile, it's just like, you did it for this moment right here. So you can think about this shit and be like, girl, who raised you? Damn, y'all, I'm at like 22 minutes. Let me go and wrap this shit up. So, on the next episode of the Hot Seat, we're going to be talking more about, just letting go, being free, and embracing who you are, and things that you can do to get help or help yourself, and things that I do personally, to keep me grounded and stable, like journaling exercises and meditation, all kind of good stuff, because there's a lot of things that you can do for yourself that can make you feel better. Now, I will say this, don't underestimate your problems. I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. If you feel like essentially you need to go talk to a therapist, go, schedule an appointment and get that therapy that you need, because sometimes the situation may seem small, but it's really bigger than what you think it is. Now, me, I went to see a counselor one time. Well, I ain't gonna say one time. I went to like a whole, like, I ain't gonna say it was not anger management. It was emotional regulation. It was a group little counseling thing about emotional regulation, because my emotions be everywhere sometimes, and I'm glad that I went to that little group counseling thing, because now I'm able to, not just show my ass, initially when the first thing, upsets me or brushes me the wrong way. Now I'm able to, assess the situation and sit back, okay, like, does this cause for me to show my ass for real? And then if it does, then I'm gonna show my ass for real. I'm gonna show my ass real bad. If I come down to the conclusion that I should be showing my ass, just know I'm gonna show the whole thing, asshole and all. For real, because why would you try me like that? But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, that ain't really even my character. I don't really like to show out like that. But if it get there, it get there, and it just is what it is. But thank y'all for tuning in to the Real P Bitch Hot Seat. It's been a pleasure recording today. I'm probably gonna be off the week of Christmas to New Year's, because I gotta give myself a break, and of course y'all probably, need to be spending time with y'all family anyways, while y'all with y'all family, be grateful, be thankful, show love and show kindness, because like I said in the previous episode, you never know what the fuck somebody else going through. You know what I'm saying? And if you the type of person that can take on other people's emotions well, I'll offer that listening ear to, you know what I'm saying, whoever, because you never know. Somebody, you might be that one cousin or auntie that will be more receptive to what your family member is trying to needs to get off their chest. So all in all, I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Real P Bitch Hot Seat. Until next time. Mwah.